Hi guys, my name is Jacqueline. Today I will be recreating this look here with you guys. It is going to be a step-by-step tutorial starting from the brows all the way to the base. And we're going to go back to an old goodie of Anastasia Beverly Hills, which I will show you here in a second. But of course, first thing we're going to do is our brows. I like to do my brows first. And just going in with the brow wiz, just combing the hairs. And I'm going to comb the hairs upwards just because I am going to follow the shape of my brow while lining it with the brow wiz. Super fast, super easy. And then for the top part of the brow, just combing the hairs down and just doing the same thing. Again, just following the shape of the brow. All right, and then to fill them in, I've been loving more of a natural kind of look for the brows. So I'm gonna use the Powder Duo in the shade Ebony as well, going with the 7B brush from Anastasia. And there is two shades in here. I like to go in with a lighter one. And we're just gonna fill in the brows, any empty spaces you have in between your hairs. This is what it's perfect for. And to clean them up, guys, I have discovered this product from Anastasia as well. And I'm shook, guys, when I got shown this product, it blew me away. I was just so amazed at the way how quick and easy it cleaned up the brows. And what I'm going to do as well before I clean up the brows is just kind of comb through the hair with the product just to kind of blend it all together. And to clean up the brows, the one I'm talking about is this right here. It's the Anastasia Pro Pencil Eyeshadow Primer and Color Corrector. And you can use this to conceal the brows. And you're gonna see how fast and efficient this is. Just like that. That is it, guys. I mean, it's so good. So good. And then just to clean it up, I'm going to use a flat liner brush just to drag that down. And there is one more step for the brows, but I do like to leave that at the end once I'm done with the base. So going in with the eyeshadow, just using the Anastasia primer. A little bit of this product goes a long way, guys. This is so good when it comes to showing off the shadows, the pigmentation of the shadows. Already the palette, you know, Anastasia eyeshadows are super pigmented, but this eyeshadow just gives it that extra oomph, we can say. And I'm just gonna go in with my concealer brush to blend that out. And a little bit of this goes a long way. I may have used a little bit too much, but that's okay. And the way the shadows go on top of this, guys, it just blends so effortlessly, which is why I love it so much. All right, and then what I was talking about earlier, the original one and only Modern Renaissance palette. This is, I believe, one of the first, either second palette that I bought. I am just obsessed. I was obsessed with the colors, perfect for every day. It has that pop of color with the pinks. And of course we had to go in with the pinks today. And we used 3 shadows just to achieve this look. Super quick, super easy, and yet so pretty. But to go in with the first shade, I'm gonna go in with Burnt Orange, which is this one right here. And that's just gonna be our transitional shade. And you guys are gonna see how well the colors go on top of this primer and how quick it blends them. Not only is it because of the shadows, the formula and the shadows, but also because of the primer. Do you guys see that? Super quick. I love it. I'm obsessed. And I am applying this color above the crease, and what I'm doing is windshield wipe motions, and at the outer part of the lid I am doing circular motions to just blow out the shadow. And then next we're gonna go in with Love Letter, which is one of my favorite eyeshadows in this palette. What I'm gonna first do is pack the color, and we are going to focus this more on the outer part of the lid. And I'm just packing, I'm not blending yet, and I'm not going to bring it in all the way either. We're gonna keep it halfway into the lid, and then we're gonna start blending. And as you can see, I am doing circular motions just to smoke out that shadow. We're gonna add a little bit more. And again, we're just going to do circular motions to blend that out. And if you can see what that circular motion does, it just really smokes and blows it out. All right, and then next we're gonna go in with the shimmer shade. We're gonna go in with Vermeer. And I am gonna go in with a brush for that. And to give it that foil look, we're also gonna spray the brush with a setting spray. And this also helps for the shimmer not to give you so much fallout, but I do it more to give it that extra pop. And I am focusing this in the inner part of the lid, kind of doing like a cut crease kind of look. And because we did spray the brush, it makes it even that much easier to do it without actually going in with a concealer. Just like that. And then I'm gonna go back in with Love Letter just one more time. And then also with the first brush I went in, we're not gonna really go in with more of the shadow. We're just gonna go in with whatever we have left on the brush to just marry the colors together. Just like that. And I do like to make sure I don't have any harsh edges between the shimmer and the shadow itself. All right, and then for mascara, we're just gonna go ahead and go in with my eyelash curler to curl the lashes a little bit. And let's go in with our mascara. And this just gives it that extra length, a little bit of volume. Just like that. And now to the fun part. I love doing eyeshadow, but the base just brings it all together. So we're gonna jump right into the primer, which is the Milk Gripping Primer. This just helps the foundation to stick and also to wear out even longer throughout the day. And this formula is hydrating, so it's not gonna dry out your skin. It's just really gonna help the foundation last longer. And then for the foundation, I love using a mattifying foundation just because I am more on the oily side. I do like to go in between matte and a natural finish for foundation, but today we're gonna go in with the matte, and I am using the Anastasia foundation brush, which is a 30. What I love about this brush, guys, is that it really helps blend out the foundation and it does not leave you any hair strokes, which I know that there are a couple of brushes out there that do that, but this one doesn't. And why I like to apply the foundation with a brush is because it gives it that more of a full coverage effect, as to a sponge where it can soak up a little bit more of the foundation. So you can use a little bit of the foundation with the brush and it will still give you that full coverage effect. Do you see what I mean? No hair strokes. I love it. Now for concealer, of course, Anastasia. This is a very full coverage concealer. A little bit of this goes a long way, guys. So what I'm going to do is just apply it there and there. And this is just going to help give that lift effect. And I also love to coat in with a brush for this. And if you can see, what it's also doing is kind of sharpening out that shadow for you already. Full coverage. And it blends out so nicely. And to set that, we're just going to go in with a loose powder, and I like to use a powder puff for that. I just feel like it helps with the creasing, not only with the powder puff, but also the concealer. I've noticed that with this concealer, it helps set on its own, and it doesn't crease very fast like other concealers do. So it's full coverage, doesn't crease fast on you. I mean, a little bit of product goes a long way. We gotta love that. All right, and now just to set everything else, the rest of the face, we're gonna go in with the Sephora matte foundation powder. And I'm just setting this all over the rest where I didn't go in with that loose setting powder. And for bronzer, we're gonna go in with the Primrose palette, guys. It has these two shades. I like to use this shade as a bronzer. It's more of a blush, but it goes perfectly for me. So I'm just gonna go in with Saddle first. And that's something about makeup, guys, that I love, is that you can get creative. You don't have to stick to what the product is meant for. You can always mix it up. And makeup, that's what it's about. Makeup is fun, to get creative, to do it your own way. And I am doing this just to kind of make sure I thin my space. And for the blush, Grapefruit, super pinky, not too pigmented, is what I love when it comes to blushes, because I want to be able to control it. I want to be able to build the blush up. And then for highlighter, we're going to go in with the Glow Kit. And I'm just going to go in with a Glow Getter. And we're just applying that up above the cheekbone right here. And yes, you can see, look at that glow. So pretty. Alrighty, then I am going to carve out, just to give it that more sharp effect. And then to set the brows, we're going to go in with the brow gel from Anastasia, which is another product that I love. This helps not only set your brows, but your hairs are not going to move and your eyebrows are going to stay on. And now for the lips, just to finish it off. Oh, the eyeshadow. We need to finish the bottom lash line. Let me do that real quick with Love Letter. And these colors are pigmented, guys, so remember, a little bit goes a long way. Very little. All right, let me just do the eyeliner as well. And then for the lips, we're using the lip pencil in the shade Cool Brown from Anastasia, one of my go-tos. Just gonna go ahead and line the lips. And then with their lipsticks, their new ones, I've been loving them so much. I'm gonna use the shade Haze. How beautiful is this combo? I think it goes perfect with this look. And then we're gonna go ahead and brush off the powder that we have right here. And then just to set everything in place, we're looking a little dry, but we're gonna use our setting spray to give the skin the glow back. And this is also just melting all the powder products. All right, and that is it, guys. That is the final look. How to achieve this beautiful pink, hot pink glam with a little bit of pop with brightening the inner part. I feel like that just opens up the eye space even more. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial.